And Brian Voss and Husted will open up on the left-hand lane, trying to win his second PBA title in a 3-week span. Just 2 weeks ago, captured the Kessler Open in Dublin, California, and he has been the player to beat on the PBA Tour the last month.
He's got it going, but he was the player that struck the least in the practice. He saved it all for now, huh?
So much for that theory. Why do these guys do that to us, Mike? They go out there, it looks like they're struggling a little bit, the lights go on, and whammo into the 1-3.
I'll tell you, you know who used to be famous? That was Earl Anthony. I would watch him in practice, and he would be struggling. He'd walk on the show 2:30 right out of the gate. I mean,
yeah, he had a habit of doing that, didn't he?
He sure did.
Brian Voss trying to get even here in frame number 1, and he does. Voss, really, Mike, has a very solid, simple game.
That's a very solid game. He has improved his game so much in the last couple of years. When he first came out, he learned to get that big hook, but he missed a lot of spares. He's learned since then now to throw the big hook. He's learned to throw it straighter. He's learned to increase his speed. Plus, he's learned to straighten the ball out and shooting most of his spares, so he bowls a lot more clean games now. Doesn't beat himself now like he used to.
Brian Voss threw 42 games this week, averaging .213, and gets a bit of a break as he washes away the bucket, and he'll just have a 1-pin spare.
And we see the characteristic of lanes 45 and 46 coming into play right there. 45 being just a little bit tighter than 46. The ball didn't quite make it back for him there. 46, that ball would have rolled back and gotten a piece of the 1-3 pocket.
Always have to feel fortunate, though, when you have that bucket and you lose 3 or 4 pins there.
Right, and he misses the 2-pin. A mental error. And
boy, oh boy,
that can unnerve you. I mean, you know, you tell yourself, well, forget it, it's past and everything else, but still, you know, there's just no reason that a professional bowler should ever miss that.
Dave Husted would like to seize an opportunity here to jump out on top. Swings that a little wide, and he leaves the bucket on the right-hand lane.
And he's trying, it appears to me, for more speed and more loft. And he just never got out of that thumb hole clean. He didn't have a good release at that. The ball never really bit the lane, and that's the result. And we talked about the 2-4-5 in the tip, and this is the 2-4-5-8, which is even a little more tougher. Straight at it, makes it.
Dave Husted, without a doubt, is bowling with a great deal of confidence, having won just 2 weeks ago, and I asked him if that would be a key on tonight's telecast, bowling with all that confidence.
Well, Denny, I've been bowling very well the last couple of weeks. I feel real well mentally and physically. If I can get a little rhythm going and possibly throw a few strikes early, the other guys better watch out because I'm ready to win again.
That's how you like to hear him talk, isn't it?
If I was his sponsor, I'd be liking that.
Maybe his wife is his sponsor. Speaking of which, there's Michelle.
I think she flew in for the telecast this evening. She's been a busy lady. She's had to fly out twice in the last 3 weeks.
I told her this is getting to be a habit. She says, yeah, it's a nice habit.
Yeah, you'd like to talk to that airline reservation counter every week. Voss trying to right himself after missing the 1-pin spare. He's light to right-hand lane, and once again, it's just a solid strike. That's tearing the pit.
He needs, though, right now to get a double in this 4th frame to cut that 12-pin lead down to 2 and to regroup after that open frame in the 2nd frame.
Regardless of what happens, it'll be a successful week for Brian Voss. All 3 attempts at the championship finals this past year have left him in 4th place. So he's climbing the ladder ever so slowly.
Yeah. He doesn't want to finish 3rd here. He wants to finish 1st.
I have a feeling you're right.
For the double.
And the break. He trips that 4. Anytime he trips that 4, it's got to liven the pace just a touch. So a double for Voss. But he still trails by 2 here in this semifinal match.